Hey guys, welcome. Hemil here. Okay, so let me continue with Rosemary's event. First, let me just clean this. Hello. Hello. I'm almost there. Okay, so let's continue on with this one. So the last episode that we had was Jackal was killed. The second victim, apparently. So it turns out that we have a serial killer on the loose. Miss Jackal is dead? Better go and check her condition. Everyone, including Ravenson, gathered around Jackal. I bent to check Jackal's vital signs. She is really dead. How did this happen? Everyone went pale. Bronya turned her face as if she couldn't stand the sight. Her shoulders trembled. Joachim softly comforted her. Serial killings. Irene murmured these ominous words. Just then, Dr. Tesla came back. We updated her on the development. Dr. Einstein also came down to the first floor. What? Another victim? Let's straighten out what just happened. After Miss Adler, Dr. Einstein and I checked the room where the murder occurred. There was an unexplained blackout. At that time, the people downstairs were Jackal, Raven, Sora, and... I took a glance at Joey, who was standing between Einstein and Tesla. His clothes had been rumpled by Raven the melee. Now his head lolls as if he hasn't recovered from the shock. Joe free. A few seconds after the blackout, we heard Sora scream. Miss Adler and I then came downstairs and started to fight Raven, who thought we kidnapped Sora. Then, as Miss Bronya arrived, Hua joined the fight, and moments later, Dr. Tesla fixed the power system. So Jackal was killed during the power blackout. Einstein cast a glance at me. I know what she's thinking, and I agree with her. I have to disclose Grey Serpent's existence. Grey Serpent, if he is really lurking nearby, I have to say he is the prime suspect. Wait, the time lag between when Sora screamed and when the blackout occurred was only about 10 seconds. There must be more than one perpetrator, because it takes much longer to get from the electrical room to the hall. Actually, it could have been done by just one person. I checked the cause of the blackout. It was a simple timing device. It's sloppy craftsmanship, but it actually worked. I see. Was anyone talking to Jackal when the blackout occurred? My question led to a moment of silence. Then, to my surprise, someone unexpected did something unexpected. Joey, who has always been silent, suddenly raised his arm and pointed straight at Raven. He really does look like, well, Joyce. Joey, are you trying to tell us that Raven was talking to Jackal when the blackout occurred? Joey nodded. Everyone turned to look at Raven. Yeah, I was talking to her. So what? I felt someone flash by during the blackout. Must be the murderer, probably also kidnapped Sora. Raven doesn't seem to be lying. Who knows whether you're making this up or not? I think you might be the one who killed Jackal, and the motive could be a dispute over your shares of the spoils. What did you say? Hold on, Dr. Tesla. Raven is telling the truth. I also felt someone flashed by while I was talking to Sora. Then Sora started to scream, and then she was gone. And the next moment, Raven came and seized me. I raised an eyebrow at Joey, who became chatty all of a sudden. There's something about this boy that is enigmatically paradoxical. Raven's and Joey's testimony suggests the murderer isn't one of the guests. Then was it really Grey's Serpent who killed Jackal? But why? I was lost in thought. Suddenly a strange feeling started to encroach on my senses. Probably because the look on my face gave away my discomfort. Joachim, who's standing right next to me, cast a surprised look. Are you alright, Mr. Doyle? The strange feeling gradually spread in me as if it was taking over my body. Everything around me is also receding. I couldn't even resist before I fell into a deep dream in which I smelled a somehow nostalgic floral scent. A most bizarre. Oh, right. Ugh. A ray of light slit the darkness. I realized that I had already woken up. Woke up? When did I fall asleep? This place is... I remember I was in the hall of Welt's residence. My body feels unexpectedly heavy. To be more precise, it's immobile, like a puppet with all the pulling strings cut off. As I'm trapped in this eerie, uncanny state, she appeared. She looks misty and translucent, like a spectre. Help? Where is she? Help me. I think I just heard her cry, but there was no voice, as if she is a shadow of a girl who should not be seen. Help you? Who are you? Why are you in such great pain? Yes, pain. Even though I can't see the girl clearly, I still genuinely feel her pain. Help me. Help them. Them? Who are they? Tell me. Rose is red. Is blue. She is still murmuring some broken words, but I can feel her will just went through radical changes all of a sudden. She no longer calls for help. Instead, she has become gloomy and resentful. I will not let you hinder us. This sudden fierce hostility sent shivers down my spine. I tried to resist the girl's attack, but my body is still immobile. Ah, you look troubled. The broken murmurs turned into shrill, anguish cries. I can see that you don't want to give in. But you are after the wrong prey this time, silly. It's silly. I thought it was Bronya and the guy couldn't hold it then. Doctor? Doctor! A familiar voice rang in my ear, then someone patted me on the shoulder, which pulled me back to reality. Huh? I woke up and saw who was worried. I looked around and found that time had hardly passed. What was that experience I just had? Suddenly, I noticed that there's another person who's also staring at me. Huh? An almost imperceptible smile flickered on Irene's face, which reminded me of something. Idol? Idol. What? What's up with that title? Oh. It's pouring rain and one needs to find the guests that haven't shown up. The only clue is the ghost-like figure. Oh, so even Hua gets to be the character front. While Doctor and that woman are talking to the other guests in the hall, I came near the lift and conspicuously stood in the corner to observe everyone. Don't you want to join them? Someone spoke to me. No, I'm not good at it. Doctor says one doesn't need to force himself to be good at everything. He told me that I can just be myself and leave all the lying to him. Dr. Einstein glanced at Doctors, eloquently talking to other guests, and gave a rare smile. Empathy is what most people nowadays lack, but he doesn't seem to be one of them. Your partner is a keeper. She then stepped into the lift. If your partner lost track of time chatting, please remind him that a crime scene is waiting for him on the second floor. This is one of the few conversations I had with Dr. Einstein. A while later, I saw Doctor and that woman walking towards me. It seems that the intel gathering is complete. Dr. Einstein is waiting for us on the second floor. I know, I'm on my way to meet her, but right now you have a more important task. What is it? Go to the nearest pivot node with Dr. Tesla. In addition, Mr. Joy's adopted daughter and her guardian haven't arrived. Dr. Tesla wants to go pick them up. What will my duties be? Protect Dr. Tesla and tell me everything you see on the way when you get back here. I see, but after I leave with Dr. Tesla, what if something happens to you? You can leave your doctor to me. I'll protect him. Ahem, ladies, I know I'm a writer rather than a fighter, but I'm not that weak and fragile. I've been practicing the Bartitsumu that you taught me. Please have a little faith in your student, Hua. All right, then. Be careful.
静かな時ほど危険なものです。
Dr. Tessa is waiting for you to talk to the others for more info. Watson, is that you? I see, so you are the legendary. Better figure out their relationship first. Excuse me. Hello, Geoffrey. Nods. Well, it seems that she's trying to start a conversation. Better not interrupt. Oh, so we're just meant to actually talk to Dr. Tesla. Ah, it's you. I guess that detective is somewhat credible. Doctor has told me about my mission. Pick up the two guests and investigate the nearest pivot node. I'll go with you, Dr. Tesla. Great, thank you, Miss Fuwa. Now, we're going to pick up Welt's adopted daughter and her guardian. Her name is Branya. She is the only survivor of the cataclysm among the orphans taken in by the church. The church? Oh, I remembered. You said this manor used to be a Shiksal church. I heard the church took in many orphans from different places and was quite renowned because of it in Saint Fontaine. After the cataclysm, Weld found her during the investigation of the cause of the disaster, and he adopted her. He worried that this place might evoke her memories of her traumatic experience, so he made her live in another city. And this is the first time she went back to Saint Fontaine after the cataclysm. She must be overcome with grief about Mr. Joy's death. Tessa let out a sigh and then changed her tone of voice as if she's trying to cheer herself up. At least she still got Joachim. Joachim? What's he like? Eh? I'm surprised that you showed interest in someone you don't know. Actually, before I sent out invitation letter, I did background checks on you two, a detective duo that has solved all cases entrusted to them, formed by one bright mind and one relentless fighter who is different to everyone and everything. But now I think the rumors aren't all true. You obviously care about something, especially that detective. You're imposing too much personal interpretation, Dr. Tesla. I'm just trying to know about a case-related stranger. Well, if you say so, Joachim takes care of the manor and was Bronya's first tutor. After the cataclysm, he spent 2 years outside Saint Fontaine helping Bronya recovering from her trauma. In a sense, Bronya may be closer to Joachim than to Welt, her adoptive father. Why wasn't it you or Dr. Einstein who was there to help Bronya? I understand your doubt, but it must be Joachim. He and Bronya have a special bond. He had lived in Saint Fontaine longer than anyone else in our lab. Before the cataclysm, he had been running the church and caring for the orphans, which means to Bronya, Joachim is the real teacher and father who adopted her long ago. I see. And when Lab 42 came to Saint Fontaine to investigate the cause of the cataclysm, Joachim was transferred to our lab. I first saw him in the shelter for the survivors. His eyes were dull, as if he was dead inside. He is a strange man. He is obviously a knowledgeable biologist, but in some ways, he is unbelievably naive. And he always spends so much time scrupulously looking after the flowers in the yard. Other than that, I often see him muttering to himself before the flowers. I think the deep scars left in his heart by the cataclysm never healed. You seem to care a lot about him. No, I don't. Well, time to go to the train station. They're not here. And I tried to call them, but couldn't get through. I examined the ground. Dr. Tesla, look at the ground. The road's muddy, so the footprints are clear. See, those were left by Doctor and me. There are very few people coming to Saint Fontaine. We can make out the footprints left by Miss Bronya and Mr. Joachim according to the size. What's wrong? Nothing. I just never thought I'd one day hear this detective story kind of deductive reasoning in real life. But in such rainstorm, wouldn't the footprints be washed away? You have a point, but we can at least have a try. Maybe we can utilize the power of science here.
少し休みますか?
We can analyze and restore parts of it. In this way, I can track. Interact.
雑魚ですね。
Where's the last one? Wait, where's the last one? Oh.
雑魚ですね。
Wait, how do I use her ult? Wait, what is that bird?
慎重に行きましょう。
This is not good. What's wrong, Dr. Tesla? This nasty rain already made it hard to restore the image, and now, with the interference of Honkai Beast remains... So we lost them? I'm afraid so. Just when we started to feel helpless, I caught a glimpse of a surreal glow. It looks like a bird soundlessly flapping its wings. What's that? What? Where? It flew away. Let's go after it. After what? Hey, wait for me! Dr. Tesla didn't see it? Ow. It's pouring rain and Hua needs to find the guests that haven't showed up. I don't know how to do the ultimate.
口ほどにもない。
What? It disappeared. So unreal. I'll catch up now. Don't let it get away. So Dr. Tesla could see that. Is it just me, or are there more and more Honkai beasts in here? There are indeed more of them. What is that stupid bird anyway? Is it trying to lure us into a trap? I don't think so. Look, more projections of trails emerged. I think the bird is helping us. But it's really been a tough trip. This unintelligent beast destroyed everything in sight. At this point, I don't think we should bother to go check the pivot node. You're saying, I thought it might just be a bug in the system that resulted in a few Honkai beasts accidentally breaking in. But there are so many Honkai beasts, the security system must have stopped working for some reason. But you said there are 3 nodes, and unless they are all destroyed at the same time, the security system won't fail. Yes, if we rule out the unproven possibility of an act of the Phantom, it is most likely to be a human sabotage. If that's true, then there aren't many suspects. Because before you and your partner arrived at St. Fontaine, there were already Honkai beasts in the safe zone. Back then, only the lab members and Jackal's crew were in the city. Raven used to be a mercenary, so it is possible that she possesses some means to destroy the pivot nodes. But she is with a child. Breaking the security system is neither convenient nor advantageous to her. So the biggest suspect is Jackal. Though she has a bad reputation, she is indeed one of the best minds. I wouldn't be surprised if she ever finds some means to paralyze the security system without breaking the nodes. But what is her motive? Breaking the security system is very dangerous for her as well. That's where it starts to make no sense, though I'm almost certain that Jackal is trying to use Bronya to get Welt's legacy. I can't figure out the connection between these two things. If I may be so bold, I don't think it's the material possessions that make you and Dr. Einstein worry so much. The most valuable portion of the scientist's legacy is the knowledge. What Jackal covets is Welt's research data. I heard she used to conduct human experiments for her research. If that's true, she might really get what she wants from Welt's legacy. After all, forget it. I shouldn't have told you that. Anyway, do you hear something? Oh, I just did. Is that the sound of an explosion? It's coming from the road ahead. It's probably Bronya. Oh, it is Bronya. Why would there be... Oh no. Dr. Tesla! Bronya, are you hurt? What the heck is going on, Joachim? How did you run into this thing? This is not a good time for asking questions, Dr. Tesla. I won't be able to hold it for long. Joachim, Bronya, come over here quick. Just go without me, my legs are hurt. No, you're leaving with us. Take my hand, Bronya. Hurry up, there's no time for us. Their argument made me more anxious. The fight just now made me realize physical blows can't hurt this monster. And this mysterious monster soon recovered from the sudden shock and turned to face us. Dr. Tesla, you and Joachim go hide in a safe place and I'll stay and protect Bronya. But no time for another plan. Let's meet at the street corner. Be careful, Miss Fua. That thing is the Phantom of Saint Fontaine. Oh. That's the Phantom of Saint Fontaine. Alright. It's pouring rain and one needs to... Oh. How can I use her ultimate? Dr. Tesla, you and Joe can go hide in the safe place and I'll stay and protect Bronya. The Phantom of Saint Fontaine. The Phantom? It has been brought so many times since we came here. In fact, I had seen this name in the info collected by the doctor before I boarded the train to Saint Fontaine. I vaguely remember it was a widely known tale about a mystical monster wandering in the ruins of Saint Fontaine. Some say it was formed by the souls of the victims in the cataclysm. Some say it's the product of a failed secret human experiment. Some say it's the very cause of the cataclysm. And now it's standing right in front of me, but I could not hurt it with my fists. Can you still walk? Concentrating all my attention on this mysterious enemy in front of me, I asked without looking back. Barely, but yes, the petite girl behind me replied. Good, then slowly move in the direction which Dr. Tesla left. Dr. Einstein says the main air defense system is strong enough to protect us from the danger in Saint Fountain. So we don't have to beat this monster, we just need to get to the manor. What's that? She suddenly turned red. Oh no!
Yes, master.
Yes, master. What are you doing, Bronya? Go run! Oh god, this guy's the one who's... Oh, come on. Oh no, we're also dying. Hurry, Bronya. Yes! Finally. I thought I was going to need to restart this. The surroundings started to look familiar. I know we are now close to the meter. With a hard punch, I fought up a Honkai beast and then saw two figures running towards us. Bronya, you shook it off great! Dr. Einstein Sensei. I was also relieved, however, the next moment I suddenly felt a hint of menace. Watch out! Before I could finish my warning. An eerie shadow emerged out of thin air behind Bronya. Bronya's eyes were filled with shock and fear. Before she could make any sound, the monster swung its vicious claws at her. I closed my eyes, not wanting to see the tragic scene of the girl's chest being split open, but... No! Joachim darted into the space between the monster and Bronya before the claws fall and shielded her with his body. Sensei! For the first time, the girl let out a scared cry. The razor-sharp claws paused in midair, as if the monster has been shocked and awed by Joachim's sudden gallant move. For a moment, I seemed to see a glimmer of humanity in its eyes. It staggered back, howling in confusion. Then it let out a mournful cry, as if it just thought of something and vanished in the rain. It's gone? I rushed to them, keeping a watchful eye in case of another assault, but this time nothing came except the rain. The sense of relief seemed to have taken away Joachim's strength. He knelt next to Bronya, gasping. Are you all right, Bronya? Why did you do that? You could be killed. But you'd be safe. I won't let anything happen to you. I promised her. Joachim smiled faintly, but Bronya seemed to be about to cry. Okay, so maybe the girl from the first part, from the entrance, from the starting CG was not Bronya, but Selly. It's probably Selly. Unless something else comes again, it could change again. They embraced each other, celebrating their survival. After the phantom disappeared, the rest of the Honkai beasts scattered and fled, as if they've lost their king. And I can finally take a breath. Escape. Yes, Puma was almost dying. Fragment. The recording started. Okay. Though I wanted to tell you these things in person, I still need to do this, just in case. Hello. I'm sorry. It's been mute again the entire time, and I've been talking the entire time again. Okay, so what was I trying to say? The story became complicated because, according to this dialogue, Bronyas have never seen Joey, but from the fragment back then, from the fragment I just took, Bronya Eve talked to Silly about Joey, so it's kind of confusing what's happening right now. Wait, this isn't right. What's wrong, Dr. Tesla? I just scanned the surroundings for safety reasons, only to find that the Maynard's power system has failed, and there are Honkai energy collisions in it. Now that Dr. Tesla's mentioned it, we all heard the faint clanking noise of metal clashing together. There's a fight inside the building? Let's go check. Wait, we don't know what is happening in there. We can't get in like this. It's too dangerous. Dr. Tesla, how long do you need to fix the power system? About 10 minutes, as long as the electrical room didn't blow up. Okay, Mr. Joke and Miss Bronya, you two wait at the door. I'll go inside first to check what's going on. Please be extra careful. Same to you. No. Here we go. What are you doing? No, it can't be because... Joey has been here in the mansion the entire time. I just saw Dr. Einstein. I think Foa is going to die if we don't finish her. No way. Ha. I just got... Ha. I just don't know how to use Fuwa. Why does it have to be Fuwa? Why can't I pick other characters? Let's skip this. Finally! It's a good thing I don't have to repeat it again. Doctor? Doctor! I patted my partner on the shoulder. It seemed he just woke up from a dream. What? Focus, Doctor. We are gathering in front of Jackal's body. After the melee in the dark, the power came back and Dr. Einstein found the body from the second floor. Under the body, there is a pool of blood, next to which a word is written on the ground with the blood. Rache. Rache? Sounds like someone's name. It doesn't look like it was written by Jackal, and she wouldn't have time to write it. I agree, it must be the murderer who wrote this. Is this really the murderer's name? Why would the murderer leave their name? It's not a name. We all turn to Einstein. The look on her face suggests what she's going to say isn't something pleasant. It's German. It's German. Rache means revenge in German. Revenge, word written with blood. Rituality. Doctor seemed to have thought of something. He started pacing around, mumbling to himself. I examined Jackal's body. There is a deep dagger wound on her back, an obvious fatal injury, just like the wound on Weltjoy's back. I helped Joachim put Jackal's body in the basement. When I returned to the hall, Raven was gone. Dr. Einstein shrugged. Raven's looking for Sora and Demeanor. I know I said Sora might still be in this manor, but now it seems that it's just a theoretical possibility. Dr. Tesla, how are things going outside the manor? Can we go search outside? I don't think so. Now that the security system has failed, the number of wandering Honkai beasts kept increasing. And we just encountered the Phantom. Even with Miss Fuwa's excellent combat skills, we barely escaped. The Phantom of Saint Fontaine? So it's true after all. At this point, even with the protection of the manor's defense system, we're still not safe. So I think the top priority now is restoring the security system to ensure a safe zone. Let's split into two groups then. One stays here to here to search for Grey Serpent and Sora, and the other goes to fix the nodes. Good plan, but the two groups need some devices for remote communication. I'll see what I can find. Let's decide the members of each group then. At this moment, I saw Doctor signaling me with his eyes. I approached him and he whispered in my ear, "Keep an eye on everyone in the repair group for me, Hua. I'll stay. There's something that intrigues me here." Okay. So, it's still not enough. Okay, so I'll do the daily investigations and that'll be it, I guess.
戦場に到着しました。ええ、フィールド展開。援護指令を受け取りました。ブローズ。ハッカーズターン。フリーズ。ファイヤー。フィールド展開。001。ロード戦場を突破します。はあ。S 級戦術。はあ。ファイヤー。
I still can't do it. This one is completely hopeless.
ブローニャ、戦場に到着しました。フィールド展開。ハッカーズタイム。目標ロックオン。ファイヤー。出発の時間です。ローデント。パンチ。デュラン。私はみんなとの思い。この戦争、私たちは勝たなければいけません。ローデント、艦長、次の行動座標を渡す。私ここまでです。ローデント。 しいですね。かすり傷です。この戦争、私たちは勝たなければいけません。ついてきてください。どうでパンチャー。私の
Okay, so I've reached level 9, so I can play this other one. But I have no more ornate ink bottle. So I guess I can't do it anymore. Right. So I guess I'll have to wait until next time to play this one. I really can't gather all of the stars in here. Anyways, I guess that'll be it for today's Rosemary's Floriograph. I still got 4 days left. And I still don't have enough. I just need 200 plus more. Okay. Oh. Doing a lot of this. I just need 100 now. Alright, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next Honkai Impact 3rd video. Bye.